What is up, Sheepdog Nation? Welcome to another podcast of the Intuitive Sheepdog Podcast with your host, me, Autumn Schmidt. As always, very fucking excited to have you here. Today, which is actually tonight for me when I'm recording this, is I want to talk to you about your ability to think outside the box. So, how often do you do that? You know, I have to tell you, so one of the things about me that makes me very different, it makes me pretty stand out, and definitely I have to be honest with you, not always the best way. I'm definitely a different kind of sheepdog. You know, I'm not your typical live in the gym, food prep, shooting every day, sheepdog. I'm not your typical, I'm just not. I'm different. I'm not saying, like, obviously I believe in God, but I'm not like this typical Christian sheepdog and doing the certain things. I mean, I think that we have seen there's a persona of what, a sheepdog might be. It seems, obviously social media dictates a lot of that. And I have to tell you that I don't fit into that. And I love all of you who, even if you do fit into that, but you enjoy how I think of things and you enjoy thinking outside the box, then you're like me. I love my sheepdogs who think outside the box. The more outside the box you are, the better. The reason this is coming up is because I hate when people put themselves inside a box, lock the fucking door, and throw away the key. And that seems to be what happens. We get this mentality that we are just police officers. We are just, firefighters. We are just first responders. We are just, I was just a Marine, and that's all I'm ever going to be. And I don't know how to do anything else, right? I'm just a nurse, and that's it. Like, that seems to be like our mindsets. It seems to be like what we tell ourselves constantly. And when we tell ourselves those things, that's all that we're going to end up being. So, and that bothers me, because here's what I want to tell you is that us as sheepdogs, we are, number one, the most selfless people on the entire planet. We are out there serving our communities, serving our world in such a deep way, deeper than anybody else can truly understand. We are in the front lines. We are dealing with things that nobody else is. And yet you're sitting here telling yourself that that's all you are. You're just a nobody. You're just, you're just a piece of shit. And you don't even know anything other than what you're doing, and you're no good. And this is all you're ever going to be. And, you live a mediocre life. And, I was talking to a buddy of mine yesterday, and he is also an out-of-the-box sheepdog. He's been a cop for a long time and decided he's going to become a commercial airline pilot, and he's doing the damn thing. He's doing it, and he's facing a lot of adversity, and it really inspired me. We got into this conversation because I think that people don't understand. First off, I think people don't get outside of the box because they're not, like, they don't know how to deal with adversity. That goes for us sheepdogs. And I know you're like, Autumn, I deal with adversity 24/7. Yes, but it's not personal adversity towards you. Okay. Because you're not stepping out of the box, single-handedly doing it all by yourself. Like, that's not what's happening. What's happening is you're conforming with our law enforcement culture, as an example, or first responder, paramedic, firefighter, military, nurses, doctors, whatever, that you're conforming, you're with your culture and you're doing the thing. As a cop, you're out there doing the thing, but you have your uniform on and you're doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing, and you're doing what thousands and thousands of other people are doing, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And listen, don't get this wrong. I'm definitely not talking shit. Hello. I'm you, you're me, and I love us. But there is something to be said about, officers and sheepdogs and people that think outside the box. I cannot stand mediocrity. I cannot stand that in my life. In fact, I was telling my buddy last night we were having a conversation about this, that the thought of living a mediocre life makes me sick. Now, that's not how it is for you. Some of you are that way, and no problem. But the people who I really believe that listen and binge my shit and who really hang out with me and really enjoy what I have to say, you're just like me. You cannot stand mediocrity either. And which is why you're with me, because I cause you either are already an out-of-the-box thinker, or I cause you to think outside the box. And thinking outside the box is good because it's going to help you to live a much happier life. I could never live my life a way that anybody else wanted me to live my life other than me. I could never do that. I could never, I have a really hard time. Honestly, one of the hardest things I ever had to deal with being a police officer was, as I became more of a veteran officer. Obviously, I would never consider myself. I believe veteran officers are like 10 years. So I was not on the road for 10 years. So I was not a veteran officer. But as I became more of a veteran officer, I was leaning towards that way. And I was not in my brand new stages. I never wanted to be told what to do. It was the worst thing. It was my kryptonite. I fucking hated being told what to do. In the beginning, I loved it. Didn't have to think. I just got told what to do. I felt like responsibility and liability was all off my shoulders. I felt like that was good, right? Here's the deal. I don't ever want to be told what to do ever again. It's kind of scary to admit that, but that's the truth. I fully enjoy doing my thing, thinking outside the box, doing everything that everybody else told me I couldn't. I think that you don't understand, especially if you're brand new to me, then you haven't been following me for a while. But if you've been following me for a while, I don't even think that you could fully understand the adversity that I've been facing. I have stepped out. First off, I got injured, right? And all of a sudden, my agency and my coworkers thought I was out to fuck the agency over. Like, that's literally like what happened. And then and it's kind of that stigma stayed that way. Although I was the reason why they got outer vest carriers, and I was the reason for all these different things to be implemented. And yeah, there was a workers' comp thing. Like that's how it was. I got injured on duty. I mean, I wasn't out to get anybody. I didn't go out and get anybody and put anybody in a situation. I made sure I steered clear of that and did what I had to do. But here's the deal. Like, that sucks. That literally sucks so bad it's not even funny. And I faced a lot of shit for that. And I used to, right up until recently, I used to feel really like shit about that. I used to feel awful. And that was really hard for me. And I'm telling you now, just recently, I'm good with it. I'm totally good with it. I'd go up and talk to any one of those officers and just be fine with it and be like, yo, yeah, you got mind washed, or I don't know, brainwashed, or I don't know if you're fucked up, but I'm good. I'm good now. But let me tell you a little bit about prior to that. Okay. I mean, we're in 2020 and this all started in, I think 2016, 2015, 2016, I think. And, here's the deal, is that adversity that I faced with everybody hating me sucked. It didn't stop me. Then I had to get up. I got knocked down, you guys. I got knocked the fuck out. Not even down. I got knocked the fuck out. I had to regain my consciousness. I had to wake up. I had to first sit up, then fucking stand up, and then learn how to get back up and ride that horse again. You know what I'm saying? It's taken me a long time. And I got to tell you, I get knocked down a lot. I get shut down. I get more no's than I get yeses. I get people who pick apart my shit. I get, naysayers. I've had, police officers, supposed other police officers who have massive followings, come and publicly bully me. I mean, I have faced a lot of stuff, a lot of bigger pages, a lot of law enforcement pro pages who I just would love to have some support to get my word out as far as hey, officer, emotional wellness, let's fucking rock that. We need way less suicides. We need way less unhappy officers. We need happy people. That's what we need. And that's and I'm out there spreading this message and telling you this podcast is filled with ways for you to do that. And like people still shut me down because I don't fit in, like just tying in what I said in the beginning of this podcast. Like I've never fit in. I'm different. I'm just different. It's just the way that it is. And when I try to fit in, I don't fit in. I just don't. I never did. I just can't. It's just not who I am. I just can't do those things. And I guess the long and the short of it is I know that you might just be just like me, and you're spinning your wheels and you realize you don't fit in, and you realize that you fucking hate mediocrity too, and you realize that you're either about to face a ton of adversity or you have faced a ton of adversity, and maybe you're tired of doing it by yourself, or you're like, fuck, I don't know how much more I can take, or you just got all these thoughts, and here's what I want to tell you is I am leading the way on doing shit out of the box. Okay, just follow me, because I got, after getting knocked down and everyone telling me, essentially they wanted me out of law enforcement, they wanted me out of criminal justice. Like that's what happened to me. And for a while I became a business coach. I helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women all across the world build online successful businesses. And so I was completely out of law enforcement, right? And then I pulled my head out of my ass and I said, excuse me, wait a minute. No. They're not going to fucking tell me how I'm going to live my life. You're not going to, because I got injured and because you motherfuckers don't like me anymore, you think that I'm all of a sudden out? No, fucking not likely. I don't think so. But it took me a while. I had to swallow my pride. I was really embarrassed. I've been really embarrassed. I'm still a little like, yo, I've gained fucking 20 pounds and I'm working that out. And like, it's been emotions and some hormones, and it's been, working from home. Like I'm not patrolling anymore. I'm not in the shape that I was. Definitely a little still embarrassed, swallowing my pride a little bit, but I'm admitting it. Like you can't throw it in my face, because I can be like, yo, bro, I know that shit. You're not telling me anything I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. But all I'm trying to say here is that I have faced adversity. I mean, I literally have people who troll my fucking podcast. Like, okay, great. It doesn't bother me like it used to. I just don't care. I don't care. And what I'm saying is, this is the shit that you're going to have to face when you step out and you do something different. Do you think that every cop wants to fucking stop being a cop and go be a commercial air pilot like my buddy does? No. Fuck no, right? But he's doing it, and he was just a few years out from retirement, like 10 years out from retirement or some shit, and he's like, fuck this. Like he knew he was done on the road. He just knew it, and he's doing this thing, and he's following his heart, and it's not easy. He's facing a ton of fucking adversity right now, but here's the deal: he's not stopping. He's buckling down. He's in my Sheepdog course. He's doing the things. He's taking the steps. He's going step by step through the exact process that I've gone through, doing the things that I've had to do to keep my sanity. Because there is a process to help you go through this, to achieve your dreams, to achieve your goal life, and maintain your sanity. There is a process. Now, everybody has a different process. But if you're here with me, then you're like me, and my process will probably work for you. That's why your ass needs to get my Intuitive Sheepdog digital course. It just launched. It's an 8-week long course. All the content gets delivered directly to your email. You have mostly audio content. You've got like 6 bonus content, plus you get a fucking an extra bonus module. So that's 9 weeks. And honestly, I have a payment plan, which makes it cheaper than what you pay to go to the gym every month. Like this is non-negotiable. This is not optional if you're looking to go and you're looking to do big things. If you're facing adversity, if you're fucking dealing with a bunch of bullshit in your life, like this isn't optional. Because let me tell you, where you're at right now, if you're like me and you're on the edge, I'm not there now. I'm not on the edge. But if you, like, I was on the edge. I was on the edge of fucking doing something big or just giving up. I can't tell you how many times I said I was going to give up. I can't tell you how many times I told my husband, fuck this. What the fuck am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about what I say. Nobody cares about what I do. I can't tell you how many times I said that to my husband. And you know what? if I would have listened to that voice, I wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't be in your ears. I can't tell you how many times I'll try to stop this podcast because, again, I was listening to all this fucked up shit and my inbox gets flooded. I can't tell you the countless, I mean, oh my goodness, the police officers, the spouses, the first responders in various capacities that reach out to me and they're like, Autumn, you have changed my life. You have saved my life. Because of you, I pulled the gun out of my mouth. Because of you, I didn't throw my fucking badge away. You know, because of you, you helped me. Like, I'm about to go on night shift. And like, I started out and like really not in a good spot. But because I listened to you and like, you're really helping me. Like, thank you. Right? If I would have stopped, I never would have been here. I never would have made it here. I never would have affected those people. And my Intuitive Sheepdog Club, okay, I've affected a ton of people. A lot, like, I don't know the numbers, but a lot of freaking sheepdogs, a lot of first responders have come in. Some have left. I've got a core group that have not left. They're not going anywhere. And that content is the same shit that's in the digital course. It's just the digital course is short, sweet, and it's coming to your inbox within 8 weeks. It's amazing, and it's effective, and it's transformation in 2 months. Like, fucking hello, no brainer. Anyways, their lives have changed. Like, I've really impacted a lot of lives, and if I would have stopped, I never would have done that. And you know what? And more recently, I just got hired by a law enforcement agency. Just hired me to be their agency's life coach for their cops. That is my dream job. That's what I've been doing. That's why I've been here. That's what I've been doing, is I believe that every fucking agency needs me. Literally, I do. They need me. Your agencies need me or somebody like me, and I think that I obviously do the best job because I'm one of you. I'm just like you, and I'm not so far removed from the job. Hell, my husband is a corporal in the Maine State Police. Like, I'm very much attached and in the know with this job. My clients are cops on the road doing patrol all over the fucking world. Like, that's where they are. I know what's going on. I know what you guys are facing. I faced it myself not too long ago, you know? So I'm just saying that if I would have stopped, if I would have listened to that voice, if I would have let every motherfucker tell me who told me no, if I would have listened to them, Sheepdog, I wouldn't be here with you right now. I would not be here. And that is special. And that's a big fucking deal, okay? And that's all about thinking outside the box. Do you know, I just can't tell you, do you know how many people laughed at me when I said, yeah, I'm going to teach cops spirituality. I'm going to teach them fucking spiritual shit. That's what I'm going to do. I'm a spiritual teacher. I've been a spiritual teacher. I've been a spiritual practitioner since I've been fucking 2 years old, talking to angels, and I'm going to continue. Like, I'm not going to stop that because that's who I am. Like, that's what I'm going to do. I have goals, and I'm going to write a book one day, and I already know the title. And like, I already know who I want for my publishing company, and it's Hay House. So if you're not familiar with Hay House, you remember how I had Nick Ortner on not too long ago doing tapping, and remember how I had Gabby Bernstein on? Well, they're both very famous Hay House authors, okay? They've written multiple New York Times bestselling books. That is my goal. But I obviously am going to write it for us, for sheepdogs. And you know, if I would have listened to all of them, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be on this path. I wouldn't have rubbed elbows with my dream fucking coaches, mentors, like these people who really have impacted me, who have like made me so, it's been such an honor to have conversations with people like them. But more importantly, like, I wouldn't be living out my passion right now. I would not be as happy as I am. I'm the happiest I've ever been. Yeah, I'm 25 pounds heavier than I want to be, honestly. But I have to tell you something, like, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life, ever. I've never been this happy. I wake up like ready every single day. I'm pumped. Yeah, I don't even have to set an alarm. Like, I'm up, and like I'm working out, and I'm talking to clients, and I'm helping, and I'm helping this PD, and like I'm doing all these things. There's so much I have in the works, like behind the scenes, that like I can't really talk about right now, but there's so much going on, and I'm really excited about it. But it's because I stick to this process, that's the process that I'm teaching you in the Intuitive Sheepdog digital course. Like, I don't stop like changing my thoughts. I don't stop fucking being thankful. Like, I don't stop going within and doing the work. I just don't stop that. It's not so much on the outside. It's really, honestly, it's 99% of what's going on the inside that matters. And then the outside just lines up. And that's the work. And that's what I teach you in this course. And I just am encouraging you, like, no matter what you're facing right now, I get it. And you're probably like, no, Autumn, you fucking don't. Because I might not understand the specific, like, I might not be able to relate to the specific situation. Okay? If you want to be right, then you can be right about that. I might not be able to relate to your specific situation. But let me tell you what I can relate to. I can relate to getting made fun of, not being understood, being told I can't, being told I'm not good enough, feeling like shit, feeling depressed, feeling anxious, feeling incredibly angry. Like, I can relate to all that. Hating everybody, ditching all your friends, fucking ditching your entire family. Like, I get all of that. I understand that. And I'm not judging you for it. I think it's part of the process. The thing is you don't want to get stuck there and you don't want to stay there. And that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing. So I got you. I understand. If you're ready to make a move, if you're ready to do something different, then you need to get into my Intuitive Sheepdog digital course. You can get it. You can start it as soon as you sign up. You start getting content. You have this content forever. You just keep it right in your email, or you can download it, whatever you need to do. But you can have it forever. And it's going to change your life. And the best part is you get a free 1 month into the club where you can be fully supported by multiple veterans of this course, as well as myself. And there's a ton of bonuses, and there's a whole sales page. And on the sales page, I even made another fucking podcast. So if you enjoy hanging out with me and you're enjoying my vibe and you like my energy, go to the sales page. It's you get the link right below in the show notes, or you can catch the link in my Instagram bio, whatever's easiest for you to get to. And you can listen to me tell you my entire story on my sales page. So go ahead, go there, see what's up, see if it's for you. Honestly, if you're interested, if you're slightly interested, it's $197 one-time payment, or it's like 6 months. It's like $47 for 6 payments of $47. You can't beat it, man. You just can't beat it. It's unfucking believably, you worth it. And go look at the testimonials. They speak for themselves. If you guys have questions, let me know. If you made it to the end of this podcast, your girl needs to know about it. If you haven't already gone and rated this podcast, go ahead and do that on iTunes. I'd really appreciate it. If you guys have questions, shoot me an email, autumn@autumnclifford.com. Other than that, here's what we're going to do. I'd like to end with a little prayer. Prayer to the universe, to our angels. So, if you are in a place where you can close your eyes, here's what I want you to do. And if you can't, don't. But if you can, please do. Here's what I want you to do regardless. I want you to take a nice deep breath, inhaling in through your nose, releasing through your mouth. Universe, God, guides, angels, thank you so much for having our backs. Thank you so much for leading us to this moment. Thank you so much for being with us in this moment and having us be here on this podcast, listening to this wisdom that you're moving through me. We appreciate that. Thank you for having our backs. Please continue to keep us safe, keep our family safe, and keep our brothers and sisters across the globe safe. Sheepdogs, I'll see you next time.